Hi and welcome back to the Reptiles channel. So today we are back again on another herping trip together with all my friends Ejam, Ayub and also Ahmad. So you can also subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll put the link down there below in my description. You can check it out. So let's see what is the outcome like tonight. Since the moon is full and the jungle is too bright, let's see what we can find. Nak cakap apa-apa.
Tak ada apa yang
Okay, ready
So jangan lupa like ni Maha Wangsa 66.
Yes. This is Maha Wangsa 66, Arif MK
Channel.
and the Eastern Reptiles.
Tu.
See you. Okay, I found another interesting species of snake. The world's longest python, the reticulated python. As for now, this snake, python, I think he had just taken his meal and he's staying put at one place. And this is a typical characteristic of pythons, where they stay still in one place waiting for their prey to pass by, and then bam, they strike the prey, they coil around until the prey suffocates and die, and then they swallow their prey whole. So when agitated, when you disturb a python, they can be extremely defensive. This guy over here can grow huge, so I don't want to disturb him because I think he just had his meal. So we just take video from far. And the defensive form, they has a lot of form. First, they will try to slither away and they are very fast. Doesn't matter the size, they are quite fast. And then second thing is, even if that doesn't work, they'll try to release some kind of what do you call it? It's some kind of solution,
Mask.
you know. Yeah, it's mask.
What?
It's quite smelly.
Apa dia?
And that's
Crate.
to deter prey. Oh, apa dia?
Malayan crate. Tapi dia bergerak tak? Bergerak. Boleh tengok jap kot. Jangan kacau. Kalau kacau lari. Okay. Guys, so Ayub dah jumpa crate kat belakang sana. Nanti kita sambung. Kita settlekan ni dulu.
Okay. So yeah, that's a typical defensive form of this reticulated python. They can grow huge up to berapa meter?
Yang dalam rekod 32 kaki.
32 feet. That is quite huge.
Dekat zoo kat London kalau tak silap lah.
Yeah.
By the way, cuba kau cerita sikit apa beza dia dengan boa. So, ramai orang sangka bahawa apa ni? Yang ni boa. Padahal berbeza kan. Cuba kau cerita sikit.
Okay, the difference between python and boa is very simple. Pythons are not true constrictors, but boa are true constrictors. And boa cannot be found in Asia. What's the meaning of true constrictor is that boa, when they coil around prey, they truly constrict around their prey and then they swallow the prey in constrict position. Whereas python doesn't swallow that way. They only coil around the prey to suffocate their prey until the prey dies and then they swallow the prey whole. So it's not necessary for a python to actually coil around the prey until they swallow the prey whole. But boas are not like that. They will coil around the prey until they swallow the entire prey into their body fully. That's why boa are called true constrictors. The only difference between that. And then physically, the appearance and stuff also you can differentiate between python and boas also lah.
By size lah. Sebab
by size.
Size boa lagi besar, python longest.
Yes. And then another fun fact is, the largest snake in the world is anaconda, and that's a boa species. The longest snake in the world is python, the reticulated python, and that's a python species.
So tak apa kot, common ni.
Okay, I found an interesting species of our Malayan bentut. This is called as the Malayan marble bentut. Ooh, quite fast. Okay. You see, this is Malayan presenting you the marble bentut gecko. Even though this is a very common species of gecko in Malaysia, but this is one of my favorite gecko species. They are called bentut, as I told you, is because of the finger. It has claws and the toe is bent. So basically, this gecko species is only active during the night and nocturnal, and they mainly feed on ants and also small insects. This species on different region has different pattern and different color. So from here you can see it's brown with black stripes, the tail looking with black and white, right? But different region has different coloring. Some has black with white bendings on the body, and their eyes are pretty cool also. But this is a very common species of gecko as well. You can find everywhere. They're scattered everywhere around. They also lay 2 eggs at a time. And yeah, the gestation period normally takes around 2 months for the eggs to hatch. So I'm going to release this guy. Okay, so now I'm going to release him back to the tree that I took him from. Here we go. Is Peter's forest banded gecko, and they are one of the most common species of gecko you can find in Malaysian rainforests. And basically you can only find them in this kind of tree bugs, the gigantic tree bugs. They are nocturnal species where they hunt for their food during the night, and they basically feed on insects. And this species of gecko doesn't have webbed food, but instead they have claws. So they lay 2 eggs at a time, and they lay the eggs on 3 bugs, and the eggs look exactly like the moss on the tree bug. So the eggs it takes around 2 months time for the eggs to hatch. This species doesn't do well in captivity. You can see how well the gecko camouflage with the tree bug. The colors on the body, the black and white pattern, you can't really spot them. And during the daytime, they normally hide inside the trees roof system, and it's very difficult to spot them. It's a common species here. You can find a lot of them.
Tadi pun kita jumpa juga belah sana.
Belah mana? Ah, yalah.
Yang tak ada ekor tu.
Oh. Ya.